real quick. Guys, I had to come on here to give a introduction to because I deleted it. So perfect of me. But anyway, I wanted to welcome you guys to my video. As you will see, I will have on different clothes. It's a whole nother day. But I deleted my intro to the video. So anyway, basically, welcome to K.Lynn's journey. I'm Keyshawn, and K.Lynn is Keyshawn Lynette. My journey in discovery and just everything about lifestyle and just everything. But I'm just coming back on here to let you guys, or rather give you guys an update on my life, because the last time I was on here was way back in the end of 2023. We about to be in 2025, and just to let you know where I've been, what I've been doing, what's been the hold up, consistency, things of that such. And I just wanted to just pop in with this little introduction, and then it'll make sense as the video goes on. So again, thank you guys for holding your attention, taking your time to look at my video. I ask that you please subscribe. I ask please to comment. I ask to please turn on your notification bell, because I am moving forward and I need you guys to hold me accountable. And even if you don't, even if this get one view and that's me, I'm gonna hold myself accountable. So please turn on your notification bells. And with that being said, we're gonna go back into the video. Okay, like I said, we still have the blessing of the home. We've been trying to do updates, but life has been lifing, and we've done what we could. And I guess in a sense I was kind of embarrassed about that. That's been my hold up, my pause in my recording consistency, because I feel like I need to have a certain aesthetic, a certain look, a certain type of success with this new house, to be like, oh look, we did this and we did that and la 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 la. And God had to remind me, you could still be talking about getting a house in a rented home, but you're in your own home that's yours forever. And give yourself some grace and time, patience to get it together how you want. So yeah, watch how you talk about the blessings that you get, because you still could be in a rented location dreaming about owning a home, when in actuality you own a home. Be grateful and show the people what having faith in me gets you, because at any moment it can be taken away from you. Recognize the blessings. All right, so we're back upstairs in the house now, and I'm just folding clothes. As the video shows, I will be changing because finally here where I'm at, it's been a consistent cold temperature where I can swap out the come in swap out the drink. Thank you. Goodbye. Swap out the summer. Leave the door open. Yes, all the way. Yes, all the way, please. Yes, just like that. Now go. This is I'm supposed to be telling you guys where you been, what you been up to, what's going on, and this is an indication, chat. These people. In any case, switching out the clothes from summer to winter, decluttering, and telling you what I've been up to thus far. So, like I started to say when I was outside that I had, what is it called? I love to say sayings, but I don't ever remember them. That's a product of 40 plus. But anyway, however the saying goes, I hope y'all guys get the gist of what I'm trying to say is having, what is it? The point is trying to impress people that I don't even know, when realizing that, you know, people want authenticity. I'm not fake. I can't be fake. You could tell I can't be fake, and that's why I'm not even on here, because I didn't know how. I was scared to present my surroundings, my aesthetic, which is crazy, chaotic, full of kids. As I just found out yesterday from my niece's boyfriend that we got like 17 kids. It's 4 of them, but 4 of them make it feel like 4 times. Really, the little the 3 younger ones, which will be in another episode of Crazy Life, make it feel like it's 11 children in here, and it's just crazy. It'd be crazy, not on the rails, I don't have a morning routine. I don't have a night routine. Routine, what is that? Can somebody put down in the comment what that is? Oh, cause yeah, I don't have it. I don't got that. That's not here. And for me, I definitely need a routine. And without a routine, I go, to be honest with you, I get depressed. Severely depressed. And I can't function properly. I want to just sleep all day. I want to pretend it's not happening. I want to just act like all the chaos is null and void, and I don't even, and this is not a suicidal thought, but just that I don't exist, and I physically am here, but mentally I'm just checked out. And that's how I've been in a nutshell. Really, I'm gonna get into details, but in a nutshell, it was actually in December. So from like December to almost December again. So embarrassed of where I am not, where I want to be, where I am, just, yeah. And so, just crazy. But in detail, basically what had happened was, in January, I was supposed to I did start school. I was starting a pre-PA program at South College here in Atlanta, Georgia. And They told me in the financial aid meeting that I was gonna have to pay um I was gonna have to pay, I forgot how much money a month. So okay. And I'm like, okay, cool. Then I need to pick up shifts at my job that I was at. But because I was just only working on the weekends and I had let go of my other job, a whole nother story to tell. But thank God my friends are always willing to listen. So I let go of that job. I only had one job that I was doing only on the weekends, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. It was in the daytime, but I live way out in the suburbs, like an hour out of Atlanta. And then, so that was the first issue, and that was becoming cumbersome for me to drive so early in the morning. I had to get up at like 4:30 to leave at 5 o'clock, to be to work by 6:30. Sometimes I left at like 5:15, but if I did that, I was for sure gonna be stuck in traffic. Then by the time I drove back home, it was, so I got off, it was from 6:30 to a.m. to 7 p.m. And by the time I drove through the traffic, with now traffic in the p.m. time, home, it'd be like 8 o'clock on a Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday night. When on Friday night, you really don't get to, because the kids are in school all week. So, you see them barely because they're in the school. You see them from 3 to 9 because, what's that? 3 hours only. 5, 6. No, I'm sorry. Can she add? She can't. 5 hours. And that consists of homework, getting ready for the next day, dinner, things of that such. And at that time, the youngest, she was in daycare. And with her being in daycare, I tried to pick her up as late as possible. So we had like from 6 to 9, and I'm rushing around, not really, because it took me like from Sunday night to about Wednesday for me to be fully rested from the weekend, because the job I had, it was total care for my patients, and there was a lot of hustle and bustle. Like I said, you get up early, you get home late, you only got a couple hours because you got to get up early again, so you're not really spending time on the weekends. In the week, they're in school, so you're not really, so it was just cumbersome. Then I was advised that I was going to be able to take online classes, because my goal was, because I needed to pay this money on top of the loans that I got, I needed to pick up shifts so I could have extra money, because my money that I worked on the weekend was specifically for, thank you, put it there, was specifically for my bills. Like, we have a new mortgage, and then just so happened in January, we thinking that when we went to the closing table, we paid the HOA fees. No, ma'am, that was incorrect. We had to pay the HOA fees January 1. And by the end, mid-January, they're like, oh, you didn't pay the fees. We're going to tack on $150 late fee. Plus, if you don't pay it no time soon, you're going to be subject to possibly losing your property because you didn't pay the fees and da 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 da. And I don't know if you know about HOA fees, but they can literally put you out your house. And so that bill came up, and then in December, to prepare, well, November, December, to prepare for the move and the closing fees and all these, well, mainly my part was for the moving fees. I was robbing Peter to pay Paul on bills, so that I could be able to pay for, because, we're, like I said, we're in the over 40 club, and my is who wants to be breaking backs to be moving. And in any case, robbing Peter to pay Paul, and then also we had Christmas. So we signed our we went to closing in December, in the beginning of December. Like 2 weeks later, we tried to slowly move things in. Go clean up. We tried to slowly move things in, in between the closing and up until when we was ready to completely move in. Oh wait, let me tell you, it just goes like this. The snowball was getting bigger and bigger. So, like I said, robbing Peter to pay Paul, to put money to the side so that we could I can pay for movers to move the stuff. We just had to pack it, obviously, and they would move it from where we lived at to here, and then move it in, like the heavy items, the furniture is what mainly was being transported, the beds, dressers, things of that such, plus the TVs, my dining room table, other things that were too heavy for us to pack and move on our own. I also paid for a shipping container to be filled up, which got filled up real quick with the stuff that was in our garage, which the garage that was over there. So let me give you a synopsis. We are moved from a technically like 6-bedroom, 3-story house, because we have 4 bedrooms on the 3rd level. We had a basement that was fully furnished, and my eyes swollen. Anyway, that had an additional bedroom, so that's 5 bedrooms, and then it had an open area where my 2 older sons were staying in. So, in all these areas, and then we also had like a little back area that had my oldest son, he was staying in, that was fully furnished. So all of these things, because my oldest son was going to be moving into his own apartment in like that following March, but he was going to be staying with us for those 2 months. He put his stuff in storage. We moved the rest of the, like here's my second Pookie now. My heart passing through. Anyway, he moved into the spare room. So that's 3 levels, 6, almost 7 bedrooms full of stuff. Well, really 6, because, like I said, my oldest son put his stuff in storage. To a 2-story, 4-bedroom, 1 possible extra area that could be a bedroom room, but it's open, as you saw in the if you looked at. So go check it out. My house tour of the house. So all that stuff, plus we had a full garage, and it don't fit in here. So like I said, I got a storage container that I put the garage stuff in. Then my oldest son, he put his stuff in storage, and still is still no space, because the rooms over there were bigger. So my mom's room, she has a whole lot of stuff, and the girls' room, they still have less stuff. Even though their room now is kind of big, it's still the closet space nowhere in comparison to that house. So that's an issue, as you will see when I get in here to declutter and trying to figure out spaces to make it fit, make it work, and make it less cluttered, because again, I can't function in that kind of space. So that was that. Robbing Peter to pay Paul for those two things, and moving is not cheap. And then still trying to work, and then with all that stress, and then so back to the school. So with the school, they said, oh yeah, you could do everything online, and I was like, great, I could pick up shifts, and that way I could pay back Peter for what I paid to Paul, because these bills need to be paid. Most importantly, let me just say it, I effed up, and I didn't pay my car note for almost 2 months. And they were threatening, hey girl, we're about to get that car back. And I did not share any of this information with my husband, because I felt, I got it under control, whatever. So the stress of everything, plus the stress of holding back this information from my husband and really everyone in the family, I kept getting sick. I got sinus infections so bad that I couldn't hear. I would lose my voice. Then I caught the flu. And then what ended up happening, I dropped out of the school when I found out I had to go in person for 2 classes. And I tried to see like what happened. Y'all said I could do this, and can you put me into a online class? And they was like, oh, it's too late. You da. So I'm like, come here, Hope. So I'm like, oh my gosh, what am I gonna do? So I said, well, I can't do this. Come here. I have to work, and y'all are not making it feasible. Yeah, I'm supposed to be one of the colleges. That's why y'all charge so much money. What do you want? So give it to her. Stop finding reasons to come out the room and just clean up. What was I saying? You see what I'm saying? Again, they're the reason. Anyway. Okay, so back to what I was saying. So then, what was I saying? Oh, the school. They were saying that I couldn't do the online class, and I was like, well, I'm gonna have to withdraw. And it was like only within the first week or two, in the first, like before even the second week started, I was like, yeah, this is not gonna work for me. I'm gonna have to withdraw, cut the financial aid off, stop the loan. I can't even afford to pay it now, because I keep getting sick. 1, 2, I can't pick up shifts if I have to work. If I have to come to school. So, okay, drop that. Secondly, like I said, I kept getting sick. End up losing my job because I was gonna take FMLA because I'm sick. I can't come to work, and because I'm sick and I'm working around vulnerable people, immunocompromised people, with me being sick, that's just gonna make them worse. And I have to wear a mask, and I'm sick. I already can't breathe. So with a mask on, I can't breathe more. I feel like I'm gonna pass out. So I kept having to call out, and then even though I had documentation from doctors about what was going on with me, and I asked, well, can I do FMLA until yes, I can, until I get better, more stable on my feet or whatever. They was like, oh, you wasn't here long enough to get FMLA. It's not gonna work. Try this other thing. And even if you try this other thing, it's not a guarantee. Whatever. So I was like, you know what? I tried it. It didn't work. Basically, they let me go. And under their conditions, sadly, because this was a great place to work, they said I abandoned the job. Okay. You're a tech PCT. It should be easy. Maybe you could go back to your other job. No. So then here's the other shoe that fell and caused chaos in my marriage and in my house. Mind you, we still owe the HOA people. They're threatening us to pay. If we don't pay, we're gonna we could take your house back. We could repossess it. And so we talked to the HOA people, we got that scared away, we just got to pay it back, and they gave us until February to pay. Thank God, that my mom, she was able to, they let us pay it in two. One in February and one in the remaining in March. So we did that. Because with the little bit of money I had left over, I was able to do that. And then, not just I alone, but we was able to do that. But the other shoe that was going to drop is my husband's job was severely stressful on him, causing him to get sick often as well. His blood pressure to spike. Like, it was stroke level. He kept getting sick again, like I said. And then he tried to do FMLA because when he went to the urgent care, because he was sick and he was having heart palpitations, like he felt like he's having a heart attack from the stress on his job. Again, because we both I started my job in September of that 2023, and he started in October of 2023. Because it wasn't a full year or even a full 6 months, they said, we didn't qualify, and they just told him it was best that he just resigned. So he resigned, I resigned, both in February. Mind you, I didn't pay that January car note. Still hadn't shared that fact until after the fact of him losing his job, me losing mine, and mind you, we both sick, and nothing is popping out real quick with like going back to our old jobs or okay. So now our marriage is going through it, okay? Through the fire. I don't know if that's typical, but for us it seems like ugh, girl, we always going through it, right? So that was that. So we was out of work from February, out of work March, and thank God, we're still constantly putting in applications here, there, and everywhere. My husband, so here's how God is good and good all the time. Taxes, right? Okay, so we like that. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be gravy because we got 4 dependents. We about to be in the money. We about to be rolling in the dough, and we could do all the things that I wanted to do. Get the fence built, get the wall put up so that my son could have his own privacy with a door, and then get caught up on bills. Right. Okay. We go file our taxes. And they said, oh yeah, tax laws changed. Y'all in a different tax bracket. It's high is either higher or lower. Something we don't qualify. Oh, we didn't qualify for the earned income credit per child. And the child tax credit was lowered or something crazy. And you're like, we was expecting, like, the previous year we got like $10,000. Oh my gosh. That's what we used to be able to get this house, put money, whatever. They were saying from the federal, you're getting $3,500. Excuse me? Why? Why is my eye like this? One, two, but why? What are you talking about? Did you hear me? I said I got you.
Hmm?
I said I got you. Yes. What's up? Okay, so picking up where I left off at with the taxes. So basically, I said we got like $3,500 from the federal, and probably like 1,000 from the state, and I think I said because we was in a different tax bracket and the different tax laws had changed, blah 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 blah. Right? Okay, so we're like, huh? What we? So as I normally do, which I don't like that I do it, but I do. I got sad because it's like, dang, every time we try to go up, something always like, boom, nope, you gonna stay right here. But what I have to realize is because it's a lesson and a blessing in everything, right? So anyway, so we got that 3,000. We used that. So this is how God worked it out, right? Like I said, we was able to. Well, let me just say this: for the car note, my 3 younger children, I have them. We got them rather. We have guardianship of them through DFACS, and through God's grace and mercy, even with having guardianship of them, we receive a stipend for them. So that stipend was able to pay for all the other months beside the month that I missed, because mind you, I did tell him, my husband, about the situation, and like I said, we went through the fire, and through God's grace and mercy, we were already, because of a previous issues and past issues and stuff like that, we were already in therapy, and so the therapist helped us work through it. It was obviously betrayal felt, trust issues, so on and so forth, but that's another story time, right? Okay, so it was just 1 month missing in the thing, but with car notes, you can ask for, what is it called, the deferment of payment. But because back in November of 2023, when we were robbing Peter to pay Paul, they allowed us to do that, and you can only do that once every 6 months. So we didn't qualify. So it was always just one payment behind. But the payments after that, up until we got to the 6 month time, or whatever. But now we're all caught up, thank God. And that 3,000 with the kids' money, we paid the other half of the HOA with the taxes. Um, we kind of got caught up, but because of the way with our new jobs we got paid, it always seemed like we were late. So God, we paid, we got caught up on other bills as well, and we weren't not so much in the hole. For me, I'm kind of still in the hole because I have two personal loans that I have, and they just got pushed to the wayside. And I haven't caught up. Well, on one of them, I just got caught up on back in, I'll say September. I just got caught up on that one, and the second one I'm still behind on. And it's only, I think, by a month. I think a month or two. Either way, it's when I get to that part. So anyway, we got caught up. Life is gravy. We both found jobs that we like, jobs that work with our family dynamic. Also, my husband, through God's grace and mercy, I think he was able to collect. See, I didn't say this. Forgive me, Lord. He was able to collect unemployment. I don't know why I wasn't. I never, for some reason, every time I try to apply, it just don't work for me. I can never. I don't know if I'm doing whatever. He was able to collect unemployment. We were receiving food stamps for a time, and so we have food abundantly. And then me always, I like I said, we was receiving food abundantly. So God's good. We're working. Unfortunately, I'm not able to continue therapy, but we both lost the health insurance we had, so we got to build that back up. And in between getting, like I said, I didn't film anything because I tried to. Let me tell y'all guys, I did 3 times because, like I said, the house is smaller than the other house, so I've been trying to get stuff in order since, you would think I had all that free time. Oh yeah, you should just film and show God's glory, da da da. I was, like I said, embarrassed, ashamed, feeling not guilty, but feeling pity because, like I said, our marriage was going through it, and it's my fault because blah 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 blah. And then I said, well, let me try to do the videos of getting this room in order. Try to do that. I look at the video. It's taking so long. It's just crazy chaotic. It just looks like it's a never-ending story. Who wants to see that? Who want to look at this crazy stuff? So, all 3 times, I deleted it. So, I'll do it when it's more cleaner. When it's more organized. Through God's grace and mercy of having this job and remembering, and thank God for Klarna, because the youngest girl's clothes in our room, and it was just my 2 daughters that was in there now, their clothes, even though all 3 were sleeping in there, but the youngest one, her clothes was in here. And finally moved her out officially. She is gone out of here, sleeping fully in the room with the 2 older girls, in her own bed. at the time. And then still room just looked crazy. Like, why can't this room stay organized? Like, what is the problem? I'm hanging up stuff. Stuff is in drawers, but they close. It seemed like they wear their clothes for 2 seconds, and then they take it off, put in dirty clothes, and they just keep crawling. Why? We wash them, and in this household, the rules is that my husband wash and I fold. Now, if you look, let me just show you. Who, if you like folding clothes, drop a comment in the comment section and tell me what's your trick to make you like it. Because, and then one day he was like, that's one of our arguments. Like, well, if I can wash it, why you can't fold it? You always letting it pile up, and I can't go forward because all the things is this. Or I fold it, but I don't put it up. Like, in my mind, right, if you're going to do a task, do it wholly. Like, why are we breaking it up piece by piece? Like, you clean your side, I clean. Like, if I'm going to clean this room, I'm going to clean this room. But he's like, no. Like, if I cook, you do the dishes, or whoever have the kitchen, but the person that cook shouldn't have to do the dishes. Okay, granted, and we spreading the love with everybody within the kitchen. But when it's my day to do the kitchen and I have to cook, you know what I'm saying? In any case, moving past that, it's just, I'm gonna just show you real quick the crazy. Like, this bag, that hamper, that bag. There's 2 hampers over there. So hamper, I'm pointing over here is a bag on the bed. I just folded a bag. Ugh. It's just ridiculous. Okay? And that's just the girls, right? That's just these 3 girls. And right now, only 2 of them really go to school every day. Where's all these clothes? Right? So anyway, like I said, that's what my task is today. It's really overwhelming. And this is how the depression for me comes in, and it takes over, and I just get overwhelmed. And it's just like, oh my God, I'm never going to finish. Or if I finish, I turn right back around, and it just mess up so bad again. And it's like, what the heck are y'all really doing in there? Like, why can't this room stay things? So I said, okay, we had the youngest one. We turned the crib into a day, you take off the front and put it on the lowest thing. It's now a toddler bed. But it's in a way, she ends up getting in the bed with the oldest girl. Why? So, like I said, through God's grace and mercy, through Klarna or for Wayfair, I got her a dresser. Thinking, okay, boom. Then we have the square container things. And I'm like, what I'll do for the littlest girl clothes is I'll put her clothes in those little pull-out box container things to put in the square thing. I'll show you in the room. But anyway, but it's still every day. They have toys. So what happens, what I realize is, this is what happens when you move and you're not really organizing when you move. So tips, guys, tips. For any moving, before you move, don't bring trash with you. So we did initially, before we moved, separate the toys to give away, toys to throw away, toys to keep. But by the time when the people came to load up stuff and throw stuff in the car or in the truck, they just took everything. So now we have garbage. hmm We have garbage. We have donation, and we have stuff that they want to keep, and it ended up just piling up in there. Same thing with the clothes. Donation, mainly donation and stuff that they're gonna keep. And I'm like, why they have so much stuff? And why? Okay, so just I want to say about 2 weeks ago, I went through the toys, got rid of 2 bags of, because I was gonna donate these, but these are broken, written on hair. If it's a doll baby, the hair of the doll baby look crazy. Who? Why would you donate that? So I just threw away 2 bags of toys, and I am going to have a third bag, but I didn't have help for someone to pour it into the bag to throw away. So that's that. That put that down, and the room is getting there. So like I said, now I'm about to do the switch from the summer to the winter clothes, and that should make it way more better. Then also in this house, we don't have what you call a linen closet, an official linen closet. Like we have a little one in the shared bathroom out there, but in the old house we had 2 big ones actually, like wide. One in the hallway and then one in our bathroom. Here we have nothing. We have that little one, and that just holds the towels and the washcloths and the dishcloths and the dish towels. But finally, I was thinking, because trying to, again, if you want to do a list of things that I was disappointed that we were not able to do, I wanted to get like at least 3 to 4 like wood pantry like things, the shelving to use for the sheets and the blankets or whatever. But in the meantime, what we did do, and I'll show you that as well, is we got the like garage plastic shelves and these I guess like storage bags, and put the sheets and the blankets in the bags. And then we still have 2 of those plastic drawers, and that has sheets and stuff in it as well, and that's kind of in the whole way. But right now it looks crazy because I just don't like it, and my eventual long-term goal later is to figure out a way how to like do a built out like shelf thing from the wall, or just do the things that I said I was gonna do with that to make it look more neater. But for right now, that's what we have, and I'll show you that when we go in the room later. But so far, that's pretty much what's been going on, where I've been, and why I haven't been posting personally, because I just feel like who wants to see struggle? And it's pretty much embarrassing. But what God has been telling me is you have to see the struggle before you can see the glory. And even at that time, it's still it's how can I say, it's not. You have to, in order to give a testimony, you have to go through tests, right? So I could be all glitz and glam like I see, and this is what I'm also learning, not to compare myself to other people, but I see people like, oh, we bought a house and we did this and now we're getting this done, especially like in this neighborhood. A lot of people, they just move in, and then the next thing you know, they're getting a fence built up, and then you don't know. I don't know what's going on in their home. I don't know what they do for a living, but you don't know what they're going through, right? Same thing with people that do tours of their home. Oh, this is a new house, new build, and this is a new build, thank God. And yeah, new furniture everywhere, or I spent this amount on the decor, or added this on, or just it seems like you don't know the story behind it. And I had to repent to God because that's why would I put that in your heart to do a YouTube channel for you not to show what I do for you, to show my glory, what I do, what God does, not what you do on your own hands, because you can't do nothing, but what I do, God, not me, God. And I had to repent in the name of Jesus. And then there was also, well, what are you doing with your channel? Are you DIY? Are you what are you? What are you doing? And so I kind of got lost in that. And then lost in the aesthetic, or lost in, well, I don't have like a editing thing, or I don't have a camera, or I don't have this, or I don't have that. And God just keep talking to me. But you have a phone. I showed you the people to listen to. Like, shout out to Just Jazzy. And she was like, you don't need all that stuff. You just need a phone. You could do editing on a phone. Download the app. Upload it. Stay consistent. Show people you're the real you. Don't have a niche because you're going to be locked into a corner. Everything you said you can't, you don't know, you don't. I sent her to tell you. What's the problem? She's telling you how she's making money and you sitting over here struggling. Why did I, what are you doing really? So again, I had to repent to God because He did bless me. And I was taking advantage of His blessing. And again, in front of everyone, Lord Jesus, I come to you and I ask you to please forgive me of my sins, and I repent. And I ask you to please give me the consistency, and even if no one sees this video, just knowing that I have been obedient to your word, and I will see the other end for more testimony. I thank you, and I receive it in the name of your Son, Jesus Christ. Amen. So I have to say a prayer in front of y'all. And if you're just starting out, just like I am, because if you look, I started this channel like 2, 3, 4 years ago, something like that. Don't give up. Don't give up. Because if you're looking to start a channel, it's because God placed that in you to be a blessing to you. And don't look at the numbers, because all that God's got it. Let me just put it that way. God's got it. Don't look at your subscribers, even though, yes, I do encourage those to please subscribe to my channel, to please like and comment on this video and all the other videos. Check those videos out as well, and the shorts, because they are uplifting and motivational. And also, I encourage that you share it or invite others to check it out. For those you think that are nervous about starting a channel, I invite you to just give it to God. Lay it at the cross. Don't be ashamed. Start right where you are. Use your phone. Get a cheap little selfie stick. And then just God will supply more and more and more as you go. And just get on here and talk. Because it's really beneficial. Because like I said, I was in a funk for a long time. For about 11 months. And I want to say last month into this month, I'm going out this year feeling good. And mind you, it's November now. So, but in October is a breakthrough that God helped me through. And it's, life is always gonna life. That's, as long as you have breath in your body and you wake up through God's grace and mercy, life is gonna life. It's gonna keep lifing, yeah. And the blessing of it all is that you know that you got God, and God is gonna carry you through. Yeah, and you're gonna fall, you're gonna stumble, you're gonna f up, but God is still gonna be there. I can't tell you how many times my Lord has come through in the 9th hour when you're like, oh my God, what are we gonna do? Every time, what they say, it's not your time, it's God's time. When I tell you that that's so true, it's so true, so true, and you feel like you about to just oh God, it just be happening just like that. So I'm gonna stop talking because it's been a long talk. Like I said, I'm gonna finish folding these clothes and get in the room and do these girls' clothes, switch it out, and we're gonna go from there. So please, guys, please subscribe, like, and comment on my channel. Turn on the notification bell. Make me accountable, please. Because the end of this year is going out with a bang. So go pee, Hope. You don't have to tell me. Just go. I'm challenging myself to do Vlogmas this year for Christmas. So go to my bathroom. Thank God we have more than one. I'm challenging myself to do Vlogmas, and I'm coming, guys. Those videos, of course, are gonna be not long, or we'll see how they are. I'm not even gonna put a label on it. We're just gonna see how God leads me, and I pray that y'all keep coming back, and we keep having these story times, because that was just 1 year. I could tell you so much stuff is of God coming through. But we just gonna pause right here from the talking, and you're gonna watch me fold and separate and declutter as best as I can with what we got, and we're gonna go from there. But to my 36 subscribers, thank you, guys. Welcome to K.Lynn's journey. My name is really Keyshawn, but I'm gonna do a introductory video, more than likely, where I put on a little bit more than what I got right now. Yeah, we're gonna do that. But thanks again, guys. Thanks for watching. Okay, guys, so if you recall, please, no judgment. But I wanted to end the video. I wasn't fully finished, but I did finish. That container is folded. I just have to put them up. These two, that one is socks, which is crazy because that striped one is socks as well as those two bags on top. Those bags behind the hamper, the bottom one is my youngest daughter's clothes from winter that I gotta switch over, and that pink container I'm gonna use for her summer stuff to switch over instead of storing it in a bag. And the one on top is to be given away, as well as the white bag. I have so much stuff to give away. Don't look at my dresser. It's embarrassing. But anyway, this stuff on the top is to be given away. That container is I'm gonna use that for her. These are folded. I just gotta put them up. This whole chair is to be given away. This container is just here. Don't mind it. So all of the things are done. Okay, this is my hallway. That's some dirty sheets I gotta wash. But this was what I was saying as far as I don't have a linen closet. So this is what I've done to compensate that. Come away from the stairs. You took a bath. Those plastic containers, they have sheets in it. It's one here with sheets. It's just sheets, right? Those are the clothes that I gotta put away. But I've finished. You wouldn't think that I just did that dresser, but that one and the one that's crawling on my legs, just disrespectful. But this is my daughter's, the oldest one, and the youngest one, and that's what I'll be finishing. But I wanted to finish out this video as it was taking too long, and I just wanted to go ahead and get it up and get it out so that I can go ahead and get started, because I'm gonna record. Today is Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving. But I'm gonna be recording for the remaining of Thanksgiving. I look like this now, but in my Thanksgiving video, please watch that as well. I will be ready and primed and pressed for the couch and the table, and I will be videoing the food, and everything is coming out so good. So guys, I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye. Please like, share, and comment, and subscribe. Thank you, and welcome to my channel, and let's travel these journeys together.